this
is Doug's brand new racing sim. We spared no expense to allow Doug to take full advantage of a Lamborghini Countach without risking his real one getting impounded. And although this setup is relatively cheap for a Lambo, with an $18,000 price tag, this virtual car eclipses the cost of many used cars. There's only one small problem.
It isn't currently together, and I need to leave for the airport in 5 hours.
Well, then we better get cracking, folks, and build this as fast as we possibly can, thanks to some help from our sponsor, Origin PC, who were kind enough to not just sponsor this video, but also send over an absolute top-of-the-line PC that's even painted to resemble Doug's personal Lambo. You can check that out at the link below. Now, this isn't going to be the most over-the-top racing sim we've ever put together. The one we have upstairs probably has a few more features. But in talking to Doug's team, it became clear that they weren't necessarily looking for the ultimate racing sim. They were looking for a really good racing sim that actually works every time you sit down at it. That means that things like a full motion rig, a multi-monitor setup, and VR are out of the question. It also means we needed a little bit of help. We weren't aware we needed help, but when we reached out to Advanced Sim Racing, a sim racing builder in Quebec, their co-owner, Marc-Andre, looked at our parts list and he said, not bad, but it would be way better if you just let us select all the best parts. So that's exactly what happened, starting with this ASR Pro cockpit with a custom paint job. It's made of extruded aluminum, so it's super strong, easy to adjust, and, most importantly, easily expandable with accessories like this heavy-duty TV stand, a PC stand, a keyboard tray, anything you want. As cool as triple monitor setups might be, they're a bit of a pain in the butt to configure, especially in your various games. So we went with the Predator Z57. Have you ever seen one of these in person?
No.
The resolution of it is 8K horizontally by half of that vertically. So you're basically running at half of 8K. And this is about the wildest curved monitor we had ever seen. Whew, there we go, not bad, right?
Wow, it really does seem like one giant windshield.
Yeah. The only drawback is this only runs at 120 hertz. I'm very sorry.
All I know is that it has a Lamborghini on it.
Fair enough. Everything's got a Lamborghini on it. Let's take a look at this rig that Origin sent over. Even though we are targeting a mere 120 frames per second, because of the resolution and the importance of maximum visual fidelity in sim racing, Origin spared no expense creating Doug's PC. We're talking a Ryzen 9 9950X processor with 16 cores and a 5.7 gigahertz max turbo, a Corsair H150i LCD liquid CPU cooler, an Asus ROG Crosshair X670E Hero motherboard, 64 gigs of Corsair Dominator titanium DDR5 memory, an NVIDIA RTX 4090, 4 terabytes of NVMe storage, and a Corsair RM1200X Shift power supply. They've got a couple limited time offers running right now. We'll have those linked in the video description, but the most important thing is not limited time, and that is that their warranty includes free lifetime phone service, which, don't take this the wrong way, but you seem like you might need.
Yeah, definitely.
Car guy. Tech guy. I needed to be coached on how to pronounce Lamborghini. It's Countach?
Countach.
Countach, sorry. We all got our specialties. So with that in mind, the training wheels come off now, and you are going to put together the rest of the car PC. The good news is most of this should be pretty self-explanatory, like this.
Steering wheel.
Exactly! This is your wheel base, the
Okay.
Moza Racing R21. It has 21 Newton meters of peak torque. You would know torque,
I
right?
got torque, yeah.
So that basically means that it could pretty much break your wrist if you were stupid enough to put your hands in it and the force feedback went wild.
Wow, okay, that's what I'm looking for one of these.
That 21 Newton meters of torque, that's a maximum. And in most cases, you wouldn't experience more than about 10 in an actual race car, unless you crash, of course. So you're probably gonna want to adjust that down for daily use. Being direct drive though, it means that it's gonna be like super responsive and realistic feeling, or at least that's the theory I have. You're gonna be the judge of that for me.
Cool, I'm excited to find out.
I'm legitimately curious to find out how close we're gonna get the actual racing experience
So
here.
am I, especially because we have the real steering wheel.
Oh, no way. They didn't tell me they got this.
This is the OG wheel from the actual car.
And then we've just got a Moza adapter plate on it?
Yeah, we CNC machined the little adapter.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
Gonna feel very real.
Okay, but we're not ready to do the steering wheel yet. There we go. You know, it's funny, I was gonna volunteer to be the one to screw it in, and then I realized, like, you probably have more experience working on low rigs than I do, so I guess you get to screw it in.
Right, and hopefully I'll get to do some of the cabling too.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, don't worry, I'll save some for you. Here we go. Ah! No, we don't need a jack. We're good. I got it. Don't even worry. I promise I have very rarely dropped heavy things on other YouTubers' faces.
You promise you're not gonna kill me?
I mean, it probably wouldn't kill him, right?
No.
This really is the perfect intersection of tech and cars, right? Like the experience of working on it.
Right, that is true.
Not that different.
No, it's not.
Now tell me something. They seemed really proud of this seat for some reason.
Yeah.
What's the story behind the seat?
This is a very close approximation of a real Lamborghini seat from this era. The same look, the same stitching, the same sort of feel. I think we found it on eBay. It was probably out of a car that crashed and killed somebody. No, I'm kidding. Probably just caught on fire. But the seat's good.
Yeah, the seat was really hard to get into this. If you look, we had to make a completely custom plate on the bottom because these are like fiberglassed right into the car. It was awful.
Oh, that's super cool. Great work, Justin.
Thank you.
I realized we didn't even talk about the pedals. Have a feel. The brake should be pretty cool. There's a load cell in it, so
Yeah.
it's supposed to feel like...
It feels brakey.
Yeah, exactly. And then the clutch is 3-stage, so it's supposed to kind of mimic the feel of real clutch engagement.
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
Impressive.
good. If he says it's good, then I'm good. Also, the travel is completely adjustable. So whether you've put something aftermarket in your car or whether something is worn or whatever else, you can kind of adjust everything.
Make it actually feel correct.
Yeah.
Got it.
And really that's what this rig is all about. With the authentic seat, with the paint job, with the adjustability. We want to get this as close to keeping you safe. So you don't feel like you need to get in the real one all the time, you know? As possible.
Right, good. I appreciate that.
We're just looking out for your audience.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. We've already spoiled the genuine Countach wheel, so obviously we're going to be giving Doug that. But do you want to talk through the other 2 wheels that we're going to be equipping him with?
We've got this F1 style wheel here. It has clutches in the back. Really, really nice dual shifting clutch stuff.
Is that real carbon fiber?
Yeah, forged carbon fiber here. Also more of like a rally GT car style one.
This is legit. Look at all these buttons. What could all these things possibly do?
I assumed you would tell me.
Well, I've never seen a button that says box on a steering wheel before. Whip.
Wiper.
Okay, thanks.
I don't know, it just says WIP. I assumed it didn't mean work in progress. So these are all programmable. You can map them to whatever you want. Some of them will be actual car things, while some of them will be like advanced next race or whatever else.
New.
Okay, that's fun, but you haven't even touched this one yet.
Ooh.
Real Napa leather.
Ooh, the box button is back. And whip. Wow, this is legit too. And forged carbon. It seems so much better than what you get in a normal car.
I know, right?
And certainly better than what you get in the Countach.
Speaking of,
Yes.
yeah, we spoiled this earlier, but I think now's a perfectly good time to show you how to swap out your wheels. So go ahead and take this,
Okay.
put it on there,
Easy.
and then when this is powered, it'll be locked, but I'll just hold it for you. Now go ahead and twist. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Now it's engaged.
Yep.
By the way, you probably noticed there's a bit of a gaping hole in our planning. Just kidding. The plan is perfect. Joel Telling, 3D printing nerd, he's sending over a custom centerpiece for it that is going to look...
It's getting printed on a Milwaukee 3D printer that does inkjet stuff.
Oh, that's that one, the
Yeah.
multicolor one.
Yeah, it looks insane.
And then it really will look like the original Countach.
Oh, it will. Hey, we got power on the display now.
Yeah.
It's a little far away for a typical windshield, but don't worry, we're going to get that in closer. For now, we want to install your butt kicker.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, turn around. No, I'm kidding. That's an actual thing. I'm kidding. It's an actual thing. These are lots of fun. Now, you specifically asked us to not give you a full motion sim, but we still wanted it to feel like you're in a car. Unlike a full motion rig, which is going to take ages to set up and get working, the butt kicker just uses your in-game audio and basically is kind of a subwoofer that is attached to your butt.
Right, and it is literally called the butt kicker.
Yeah,
That seems right. So where does it go?
in your butt. No, I didn't. Okay, well, here, we'll go over there. One sec. This is a situation where Doug's preferences may have accidentally made his rig a little bit better for his purposes. A full motion sim can even slow you down in some situations because they aren't always super accurate compared to driving a real car. So all this does is kind of fill in the low end and improve immersion a little bit long after your actual subwoofer has given up. We got 4 butt kickers.
Yes, my butt's really gonna get kicked.
$1,400 worth of butt kicking. Did we really need 4, Alex?
We asked them for 1, and then they were like, what about we send you 4? And we were like, sure.
That's perfect. 4 is better than 1.
Yeah, until you wire them all.
Oh.
Question for you, Alex.
Yeah?
Is he expected to put this all back together once we ship it to him? I assume we're shipping it, right?
We're gonna ship it, and I'm pretty sure, but don't say 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that Advanced Sim Racing is gonna send over some text to your office and set it all up for you.
I already did it once. Do it again, no problem.
Yeah, all right.
This is all me.
Yeah.
Never mind, Marc-Andre, you don't need to do that service.
No, please.
Doug can do it.
Please.
Now, Alex, you said you felt very strongly about this particular choice. Do you want to
Yeah.
explain why?
So many sim racing shifters just feel like there's a stick with a couple buttons. This right here from BDH has an actual shifter linkage inside of it that runs through here, and it's modeled off of a Ford Escort RS Cosworth.
No way, interesting.
And has super easy switching between sequential and H pattern, and also using this knob right here, you can really easily change how much force there is to move
cool.
it. It feels incredible.
You can switch between an actual manual pattern and a sequential.
And it features Hall effect sensors for an extra long life. What are you hooking up now, Alex?
Oh, just power for the wheelbase.
Oh, that actually makes sense. I was like, that's a pretty big power adapter. Surely that can't be for... Yes, it can. Like I said, if you're not careful, you can actually break your wrist in this.
Right. I'm gonna try to avoid that. Remember, the goal is safety.
If you just want to line up one of them for me.
Yeah, it's lined up.
Which one?
This one here.
Okay. Yeah, so play around with that.
Whoa, now this is feeling real. This position actually seems pretty good. Does this moves, right? This can move up, down.
Yes.
Although, you know, in the real
Yep.
Countach, my knees are right up against the steering wheel, so this feels right.
Oh, okay.
We actually need to make it not ergonomically friendly in order to mimic the actual car.
My turn to go upside down.
Okay.
Yeah, where do you want it?
Do the other one. Do the one up closer to you.
Uh-huh.
That one's perfect right now. In there?
Oh yeah, you better believe it. I'm gonna get you back in the chair since we moved it around so much. I'm so
Right.
sorry.
All right, let's see now.
Man, getting in and out of this thing is a chore for you, hey? Is it as bad as the real one?
No, the real one is much worse.
Cool.
We got to tighten up the shifting though. Oh, there we go. That's feeling. Oh, it's so hard. That's right. That is correct. Almost unusable. That's what we need.
While I tighten this up, why don't you check out your handbrake?
Ooh, handbrake.
Yeah, no handbrake button for this guy.
Wow. So I can do drifts.
Oh yeah, this thing, $100. Very simple, just bolt it on, should be fine. And we have a couple different positions it can go in depending on where exactly you want it.
Okay, perfect.
How's that feel?
Wonderful. Like I can do some drifts.
That looks awful.
I think this isn't even tight enough compared to the real car. But I'm gonna leave it there because it seems like that's all we need to do. Oh, that's life. Let me tell you something. You drive this car about 20 minutes, you're like, well, I'm good for the week. I'm all set, thanks. And that's how I want it to feel when I'm playing my sim too.
Speaking of inconvenient, are we really gonna install 5.1 surround, Alex?
Yeah, why not?
Because it's really inconvenient?
We can just like zip tie it on for the day.
Ooh, that's the right way to do it. That's the Lamborghini way to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know anyone bothered to make high-end 5.1 surround setups for PC anymore, but here it is, the SteelSeries Arena 9. There's your center channel.
Yes, the true V12 soundtrack comes through.
There we go. That's not going anywhere. I'm guessing that's not too far off to the fastening solutions in the Countach either.
That's right. You've done a beautiful job. Oh.
No way. Oh yeah, buddy. I promise we're really close to actually drifting around a track, but first, we need to see if the butt kickers work. So do you want to go ahead and fire up some audio?
Yeah, let's do it. Perfect.
4 butt kickers might be a lot.
No, it's great.
That's half volume.
This thing is gonna vibrate itself apart. Just like a real car.
Whoa.
Oh my God, the sound of the brakes, is that supposed to be like that?
There's light!
Well, yeah, there's light in the world!
No, I've never seen light before!
How's it feel though? How's it feel?
Amazing. It's so realistic. There's a lot of feedback here, which is so cool. Oh yeah, there's a turn here. Forgot about that one.
That's okay, you didn't wreck it, And if you
Not
did,
yet.
hey, it's a digital wreck.
Yeah, although the butt kickers would probably really kick my butt. The wheel feedback is amazing. It really does feel like the real car. There's a lot of, it's like heavy and... Oh. And it wants to get squirrely all the time, which is true of the real car too. I have never driven my car like this, so I have no idea if this is how it would behave in this situation. Oh. You can even hear the carburetor noises. It's quite amazing. Oh, you're just fighting this car. It's so accurate. It's all you're ever doing. My arms hurt.
It's a pain in the butt, but it was the right call, Alex, to have the speakers.
Yeah, the speakers are great.
Headphones is not gonna feel right. Okay, we should have a look at your best lap, and then I should see what I can do.
This is gonna be my best lap for sure.
Don't jinx it.
I haven't left the track yet. Oh! Oh man, those brakes. What an accurate representation of this car. The feel of the steering wheel especially. Whenever I get out of my actual one, my arms hurt, and they do right now. That was the lap. That was...
Okay. If you guys are enjoying this, by the way, over on Flowplane, we're gonna have Doug's take on Plouf's modified Civic. Mighty Car Mods had their way with it, and it's different now.
Okay. This is a 2004 Honda Civic that's purple. Tell me about this car. Oh man.
Oh wow, she really does.
Yeah.
She vibes.
This is real life.
I'm gonna need this seat quite a bit farther forward. Oh, uh-oh. Well, we made it for you.
Can you not reach all?
Oh, it hits the shifter.
Oh, it hits the shifter. Well, it'll be like driving my dad's car. All right, so the time to beat is 2 minutes?
Yeah, just about.
Oh, wow, that is really heavy. Good Lord.
I don't even think that's as heavy as the real car. I couldn't shift the real car like I was shifting this one.
Oh my God, you made it look, whoopsie
no,
doodles.
oh God.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Oh, I'm gonna die.
We just bent some valves in the engine, no question about it.
Oh my God, how did you do 4 laps? This is ridiculous.
Oh boy. Oh God, no.
Oh no, I forgot about the turn.
That's
No, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
all right, the corkscrew's coming up. You gotta be really careful here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's not gonna do it. That's
Oh, no, God. So what we're learning is never let me drive your car.
Brakes.
I am hitting the brakes, okay, brother?
Brakes, more brakes, for God's sake.
This LED indicator on the front here for your RPM is actually really nice.
It really helps, yeah. Oh, you're going way too fast, you're dead.
Oh, no, I'm not dead. I got this. We're gonna get back on the track. Come on, let's go. I forget which way this turn goes, I guess.
Left. Brakes, for God's sake.
I mean, I was on the brakes before. Was that not enough? It's never enough braking for you.
Well.
All right,
you were 16 and a half seconds off the pace on that lap. You wanna do it again?
Nope. That's stressful, dude. My forearm.
I know, it's hard. Is it unique to this car? Because that is exactly how the Countach drives. It is that hard to use the steering wheel.
You might have to drop the force feedback for other cars.
That really was like quite a real look at what this car drives like. I assume would drive like on a racetrack. It felt just as buzzy, the shifter was just as hard, the steering was just as hard, the braking was just as bad.
Should we try a different car?
Well, why don't we just try a more modern Lamborghini then?
Sure.
The Huracan Performante. You ready?
Okay.
Vroom.
I can see why people like the older cars, though. This is almost like kind of
Sanitized.
yeah.
It's easy, it's too easy.
How's the wheel feel?
The wheel is still pretty harsh, more like the Countach, I think.
Okay, so that's something that you might have to fine tune as you go then.
Yeah.
Oh, we were only at half
Wow.
for that Countach run.
Let's say 30%.
Probably.
How's that?
Way easier and more accurate to the car, honestly.
This thing feels like a spaceship
Yeah, in comparison.
compared to, yeah.
Even still, I'm braking too early. I'm still trying to adjust from the old car.
Now I feel less stupid about how I was braking last time.
I know.
I just didn't know the car. Like that's how you're braking now, effectively. You just give it a little, okay, slow down, buddy.
Right.
And then you're good to go.
This car is enormously more forgiving too. That car was just a lot more sketchy.
Okay, let's see what we're gonna get.
Man, I'm gonna do a 144, so I'm 15 seconds faster than the fastest I did in the other car.
And that's after only a couple of
That's
laps.
all 2 laps, yeah.
Now tell me this, for the price we paid for this rig, which is about $18,000,
18 grand.
would we be better off just hopping onto Cars and Bids and just buying a Lamborghini?
You probably can't find a Lamborghini for $18,000, but
Not even a really old one?
No, but you can certainly find some unusual stuff for that money.
Why don't you show us how much the car we're driving is worth?
This is probably the closest, actually, truthfully, this is the closest approximation to what we were driving, although it is yellow.
What the hell?
I know, that's why I was cringing when you slammed it into the wall 10 times. It's a valuable vehicle. And it is a little bit more than the $18,000 of this particular driving situation. But it doesn't let you crash into the wall. So in a sense, the simulator is better.
Let's change gears and let's find a car that costs the same as our sim.
I found one.
Oh, Alex, no, we don't have screen cap running on that. Put that away.
Okay.
I'm pulling that up though. There you go.
Oh, dang it.
This is what you want. $18,000.
Okay, here we go.
2002 Bentley Arnage. Look at this thing. This has turbocharged V8, massive car. And this is the kind of car that you own the factory, you drive this car. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at these quilted seats. Imagine the luxury you could have in your life for 18 G's.
Is that a sheepskin mat?
It's lamb's wool. Lamb's wool. You ever have that?
I wouldn't want to wear my shoes
You don't.
in there.
You get in, you take off your shoes, and it feels amazing on your bare feet.
Who would take their shoes off to get in their car?
You want to rub it on your face.
What? No, you're kidding me.
No, it's
You
not.
are actually kidding right now.
I mean, you wouldn't do that. I would consider doing that. Look, you could have a tray table. You got a tray table in your Taycan?
No.
Exactly.
So what do you think of the setup?
It's amazing. It's awesome. It's so cool. I actually think that the butt kickers are amazing. They really add an element of realism to this. It's like special.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of questioning it when we came into this, but
It works. It gives the car like a rumble that really is like accurate.
yeah, and you don't need like an entire motion rig in order to have that feeling. You can just kind of vibrate it along with the frequency of the audio, and it's like,
Yeah, especially for these cars that vibrate so much when you go over the rumble strips and the gravel, it like really does a good job of capturing that. It's pretty impressive.
pretty cool actually.
Yeah.
And you know what else is really cool is our sponsor for this video, Origin PC. We didn't really talk about it much, but notice that while we could hear the speakers and feel the butt kickers, we couldn't hear a bloody thing from this darn near silent liquid-cooled computer, and it'll handle any game we want to run at absolute maximum settings, even though he's running half of 8K resolution, which by the way, is twice as many pixels as 4K.
Right.
Unintuitively, right? Because it's half instead of a quarter. It's a lot of pixels, but I think it's worth it for the immersion.
And it really does feel immersive. It's quite amazing.
So now that this is set up, this is about as jump in and go as it gets.
Right, and that's kind of that's what I want to do. I want to just, when the whim strikes me, I want to just jump in and go. And now I can.
If you guys enjoyed this video and you're into the intersection of technology and cars, maybe you'll like the time we put a turbo on a laptop.
Yes.
Yeah, like an electric turbo.
Right.
So it just,
Did it do anything?
it blew out so much air that the keyboard bowed out.
That's great. That's what you want your laptop to do. So.